Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya nak jodoh Coach Zuri Yui. Selamat datang, good evening, happy Saturday night. Okay, so dah beberapa malam kita share uh, red flags of bad boys. Supaya, red flags, supaya you tahu, you aware bahaya-bahaya, supaya you tak kecundang lagi, tak tertipu lagi. Okay, so macam semalam kita ada share daripada dua case study. One is my client and one is I was reading from my friend punya Facebook page. Saya Azmi. Yeah, basically this girl dia terjatuh hati dengan a family friend, anak family friend. Lepas tu uh, lepas tu dia, lepas tu sambil dia melayan mamat tu layan kakak dia pula. Kan? And then this girl pun terhilang kegadisan dia dengan that guy. Dia dah makan adik, dia nak makan kakak. So, and then sambil tu dia control, mamat tu control dia, cakap nak bagi tahu bapak dia, family dia, supaya dia ikut arahan, supaya dia boleh control and lepaskan marah di kedai the girl. Basically emotional blackmail and physical blackmail, which is it is something that yang boleh easily avoidable kalau you tahu red flag seseorang itu. Okay, and thank you for joining. And it is very important to know what you want, and to know what you don't want. You don't want people, men or women, with red flags. You don't want red flags. Okay, you don't want that red flags. You want green flags. Green flags ni kualiti seperti yang punya akhlak, agama, iman kan. So red flags ni banyak, tapi ramai tak tahu, tak sedar, buat tak tahu, buat tak sedar sebab tengah hanyut di landa perasaan di kalbu. Hanyut dengan perasaan. And that is one of the dangers mengikut perasaan. Itu adalah sebabnya ilmu ta'aruf halal dalam Islam ni kan, dia mengelakkan sebanyak mungkin ikut perasaan dan supaya mengelakkan kecundang dan perasaan dan to avoid all the emotional investment. Sebab takut nanti jadi macam that girl kan. And a few nights ago already shared, there's this girl I knew, dia terpregnant dengan the guy, lepas tu the guy dump dia, ada girlfriend baru, lepas tu basically habis madu sepah dia buang lah kan. It's literally habis madu sepah dia buang. And then the girl pun had to deliver the baby on her own kan. Mak dia pun hantar dia balik kampung, she delivered the baby, and this was many years ago. The girl and the baby tu dah should be 25 years old by now. This is one of my earliest case, and one of the things yang mendorong I untuk berkongsi, sharing, perhubungan yang halal. Yeah, insyaAllah. And not to say I ni alim, kan. I've made my mistakes also. I it's very emotional for me to repeat, but you can watch my other videos where I mengaku kesilapan I juga. And tak seteruk macam mamat yang get someone pregnant. Alright? Lepas tu habis madu sepah dia buang. Literally. So, kita nak tahu red flags kan. Yes, betul. And I am a matchmaker. I nak bantu you cari jodoh. Dan I rasa you perlu tahu kan, what is it that you should also look out for, things that are dangerous for you. Usually the women that come to me and ask for advice, ask for assistance, is either one, single, tak ada calon. Two, ada calon tapi tak nak masuk minang kan. Tak nak masuk minang, tak nak serius, tak nak bincang pasal perkahwinan. And three, dia dah traumatized, tak percaya laki, takut laki, takut nak fikir pasal kahwin, dah malas nak fikir pasal kahwin. So one of the things that I do is to help assist get over the traumatization and assist. And kalau dah tahap depressed sangat tu, I recommend jumpa someone who is an expert in depression. I mainly focus on cari jodoh and to overcome, untuk bina balik trust. Macam mana nak trust dengan diri sendiri, macam mana nak trust dengan macam nak trust dengan diri sendiri tu basically start dengan rebuilding balik trust kita dengan Allah, kan, hubungan kita dengan Allah. That is mainly how you start. Itu adalah hubungan yang paling penting. Yang paling penting is hubungan dengan Allah. First foremost. Laki ke perempuan ke, hubungan dengan manusia ni secondary. Hubungan dengan Allah is first and foremost. Okay? Alright, thank you for joining. Okay, so and I know some people cakap nak bantu orang cari jodoh, ajarlah macam mana nak pick up jantan, pick up awet, kan. No, that's not Islamic. That's not what I do. Okay, right? Please, I tak ajar, never from day one, and never I pernah ajar macam mana nak pick up awet. Alright, so because that's not Islamic. Islamic is ta'aruf yang halal, yang berkat, yang dignified. That is apa yang Islam ajar. Okay? Alright. Islam ajar tu dignity. Martabat tu kena jaga. Okay? Martabat sebagai wanita, sebagai lelaki, itu adalah antara tujuan dan nilai-nilai ta'aruf yang halal. Okay? Alright. So, kita dah bincang banyak pasal red flags, things to avoid. And recap sikit. Okay? Recap sikit. There are a few attachment style. Dalam psikologi ada attachment style, kan, jenis-jenis perhubungan antara lelaki dan wanita. Okay, so you can watch videos from 2 nights ago, but it's very important. I think you should have this emotional unavailability checklist. It's a checklist untuk you tahu, for you to be aware kalau you tengah dating, jahil dating, I call it. Jahil dating tu, jahil maksudnya bukan I cakap you jahil, tak. Jahil dating tu is you tak tahu cara yang berelok, cara Islamik. Okay, jahil tu tak tahu, kan, ignorant of how to do the right thing. Okay, so for you to be not ignorant is to be aware. How to be aware? Ada ilmu anak share ilmu lah malam ni, kan. Tiap malam I share ilmu. Tindakan is up to you. It's very important for you to ambil tindakan juga. Kalau you dah ada ilmu, you tak ambil tindakan, susah, kan. Sebab ilmu tanpa amal itu sia-sia, amal tanpa ilmu itu binasa. So I nak share ilmu yang tepat dan supaya you ambil tindakan yang tepat. Sebagai contoh, you are in a relationship. Di mana this guy tak nak masuk Minang, dah berapa tahun dia tak nak masuk Minang, jumpa your parents dan sebagainya, kan. So maybe it's time for you to dump him. Maybe it's time for you to woman up, to dump this guy because dia tak nak serius. Because you nak kahwin, dia tak nak kahwin. Berapa lama you nak tunggu? How long do you want to be in this relationship? To be in this anxiety, to be in this uncertainty? You want something else. He doesn't want what you want. Value dah lain. Dia tak nak kahwin, you nak kahwin. So how long do you want to be with this guy? So that's why I share a lot of these things. Okay. Alright, so my motto is, you first and foremost kena cinta diri dulu, kan. Macam mana nak cinta diri? Dengan cinta Allah. Cinta Allah, baru you start cinta diri you dengan betul. And baru cinta mari, insyaAllah. Okay. Dan motto yang saya tulis kat bawah ni, always running kat bawah ni, kan, if you can see, bangkiti, bahagia akan naik guna komitmen, ilmu, tindakan Islamik. Kalau ilmu tu tak Islamik, jangan buat. Tindakan itu tak Islamik, jangan buat. Okay, and you have to commit to do the halal things. Kena commit buat benda halal. Kalau macam this guy ajak pergi tempat gelap, kan, you belum nikah dengan dia, ajak pergi tempat gelap, is that halal? Tak apalah, silakan fikir sendiri. Okay. Alright, so I invite you to give comments, kan, komen kat bawah. Kalau you shy, you can WhatsApp me. This is my WhatsApp number, ada dekat bawah ni, 601-123-899-897, and I respond to so many messages every day, and most of it is saya tak ada jodoh, and saya ada calon tapi tak nak masuk Minang, saya takut nak trust seseorang lagi, masih lagi trauma. Usually this category of questions yang saya dapat. Okay, so I tak nak you, kau boleh I do group coaching to give you confidence by re-establishing your love and faith with Allah, and things that I share is from Quran, Sunnah, kursus-kursus fiqah perkahwinan yang I pernah attend, and from my own experience as a matchmaker. Okay, dan dah bantu beramai-ramai orang yang klien yang dah nikah kahwin dan dah beranak-anak pinak. Okay, so the benefit is taruh halal, kan? Sebelum saya masuk ni, I see a few new people. The benefit is taruh halal. It's fast, efficient, and dignified. Apa beza dia? Why is it fast? Bila you berkenalan dengan seseorang tu, it is dengan tujuan nak kahwin. You bertujuan nak kahwin, dia pun bertujuan nak kahwin. Tak semestinya nikah terus. Tak. Nabi Rasulullah SAW pun berkata, berjumpa dulu, berkenalan dulu. Kalau sukufu, and then kalau dah jumpa, sukufu tu compatible lah. Compatibility, kan? Compatible. Dan kalau then you istisyarah dengan keluarga. Lepas tu istiqarah. Istiqarah tu minta panduan pada Allah. Alright. So dalam banyak-banyak tu, tak ada I ajar you nak pick up jantan. Tak ada. Secondary. Kita dengan Allah dulu paling penting. Dan ingat, hati kita milik siapa? Milik Allah. Seluruh jiwa badan kita ni milik Allah. That's very important. Very, very important, kan? Kita tak boleh orang curi hati kita. Kita tak boleh hatiku milikmu. This just prosa kata aja. Prosa. It's just poetry, okay? But tanggungjawab kita untuk menjaga hati diri kita sendiri, kan? Kita diamanahkan hati yang kita ada ni, yang Allah bagi kita ni, amanah untuk kita jaga. Kita tak boleh siapa-siapa masuk hati kita, memporak-porandakan hati kita dengan janji-janji manis, kan? Lepas tu dia merobak-robakkan. Is that the word? Kan? Alright. So hati you adalah amanah dari Allah. Jaga hati you. Macam mana jaga hati you? Connectkan, kuatkan hubungan dengan Allah. That is first and foremost. Paling penting, kan? Jantan, perempuan, secondary. Okay? So, it might seem contradicting that I cakap, kau tukang cek jodoh, asal kau bising sangat pasal Tuhan? Yalah, like I mentioned lah, it is tujuan kita nawai tu buat apa-apa, nak kahwin ke, mestilah kerana Allah, kan? Saya berkongsi ni insyaAllah kerana Allah, kan? And supaya untuk menguatkan iman, menguatkan umat kita ni kerana Allah, bukan seronok-seronok je. Nak kuatkan umat kerana apa? Kerana Allah. Nawai tu lillahi ta'ala. Okay? So, back to the main topic adalah bad boys and red flags. Okay, so red flags, benda yang you kena be aware of, kena berjaga-jaga. What are the red flags of bad boys? Okay, men do this, women do this, but generally it's not exclusively to boys, but women generally do this too. I've been there. Okay, I got chewed out by bad girls before too. All right, but we're not going to discuss that tonight. I've discussed that a few nights ago. Okay, so all right, so quickly, yesterday I've covered things like emotional unavailability checklist, and semalam tak sempat nak habis. So kita sambung lagi. There are several checklists I nak share. Sometimes it's the guy, sometimes it's how you feel, how you lure yourself inside your own trap. or his trap, or sometimes maybe it's you yang pulling in the drama. Maybe, I'm not saying you, adik you, okay, adik you, someone you know, your sister. And also at the same time, try to look at it in a very objective way, di mana if this is happening to your sister, what would you do, kan? Katakan adik you is tengah jahil dating someone, and then you perasan this is happening, what would you say to your sister? Okay, what would you say objectively? Put uh, even if it's you pun, try to be objective. So imagine that this is your sister lah, your sister ke, your brother ke. Imagine this is another person on trying to screw up your sister. Okay, all right, okay. So alright, so semalam kita dah cover emotionally unavailability men, kan? Semalam kita dah cover why is he emotionally unavailable. One is already has a wife or a girlfriend. So it's one of the red flags. Tapi kalau dia buat nak polygamy cara yang elok, tak apa, kan? Dia dah bincang dengan bini dia, bini dia cakap okay, atau bini dia yang tolong cari, kan? Tu tak apa. Bini dia approach you, ataupun dia dengan isteri dia approach you, tu lain cerita lah. That is not really red flags. But biasanya red flag ni biasanya he has a wife or a girlfriend, tapi dia cakap, oh, my wife doesn't want to be intimate with me. That's a very usual excuse. He will blame someone else, okay? Or my wife tak bersefahaman with my wife. That is one of the more common excuse, tak bersefahaman. And then dia cakap, oh, you will be my savior, you are my next true love. And that's the usual BS. That is the usual BF, okay? Cakap, okay, nanti I divorce my wife and then kita kahwin. Tapi you tunggu bertahun-tahun, tak kahwin-kahwin, no progress, no change. Dia tak divorce wife dia, kan? And then orang cakap you merosakkan someone else's marriage. And then kalau dia boleh be unfaithful to his wife, does it, nanti you pun sangsi, will he be unfaithful to you? Betul tak? Okay. So next point adalah, next red flag adalah dia asyik cerita pasal past relationship, relationship yang lepas. Dia masih stuck kat relationship lepas. Lepas tu dia transfer kat you, kan? Lepas tu macam letih lah, I tak nak cerita pasal ex-girlfriend you, kan? Let's just move on, build better future. Okay, contoh. Lepas tu next red flag adalah yang ni kita dah share semalam, just recapping. He seems detached or cold. Detached or cold, dia macam he's there with you physically, tapi emotionally he's not there. So you macam terkejar-kejar whether he's there with you or not, kan? And whatever red flags I'm sharing, katakan you sekarang ni you single, but reflect on it in your past. Kalau it has happened to you in the past, there's something you need to take iktibar supaya it doesn't happen again, right? To be able to protect yourself from it to happen again. So now you know that these things are red flags, that it doesn't happen to you again. Okay? So like I say, macam you tak tahu beza red light dengan green light kat traffic light, kan? Red light and green light. Pakai bantai red light, you bantai. Lepas tu accident, and then you cakap, kenapa accident? Lah, dah you bantai red light. It's like, and it's like, oh, red light tu berhenti Okay, yeah, kan. So basically, red light tu berhenti, alright? Be careful of these things, right? He seems unresponsive to your feelings or needs. Keperluan you, your emotions, is dismissive. Dia dismiss je you punya emotions or your feelings and needs. It's not important to him. Dia yang paling penting his own emotions, not you, not yours. Okay. And dia masih lagi he keeps himself listed on dating apps or website. Dia masih lagi ada dekat situ. Masih lagi. Dia seriously dating or jahil dating dengan you, tapi dia masih lagi ada kat dating app, and still Facebook status dia masih single, kan? Facebook status dia masih single, and then you bengang dengan dia, kenapa you masih cakap you single, kenapa you tak post gambar I, and then kenapa you masih ada gambar-gambar ex-girlfriend you kat Facebook. Okay, so alright, another red flag, dia tak introduce you dekat family or friends dia, kan? Hidupan his relationship dengan you, dengan his relationship with his family semua, family and friends, lain. So you are like the other woman. If you start feeling that way, start trying to leave. Okay. He excludes you from important dates in his life. Katakan dia buat birthday party, tapi dia buat birthday party dengan family dia je, dia tak ajak you. So you kat mana, kan? You kat mana? Ke laut ke? And then dia masih lagi dengan ex-ex dia, masih lagi kawan-kawan dengan ex-ex dia. And then another red flag is dia boleh go on for days or month tanpa contact you. Lepas tu you macam kehilangan, macam that guy tu macam kejap ada kejap tak ada, macam chocolate chips semua, kan? Kejap ada kejap tak ada. Tu macam tu. So you pun gabra English apa? Anxious and rasa tak keharuan rasa macam terpinga-pinga lah, macam what is this relationship, what is this guy, kan? And then he won't spend any money on you because dia belanja diri sendiri je. Ataupun kalau lagi dating, kan, you yang belanja. Samdul betul. And then next red flag adalah dia walaupun you dengan dia jarang jumpa ataupun selalu jumpa lah, biasanya jarang jumpa, tapi dia masih cakap I need space, give me space. Basically he doesn't want to commit to you, you're just something secondary, and he just, I need time to myself. Well, it's true, a man needs time to himself, but how much? How does he prioritize himself in your life? It's very important. And next red flag is he constantly gets angry at little things. Benda kecil lah, jadi benda remeh pun jadi buat hal kan. The next red flag is macam dia nak cari pasal, a reason to break, a reason to leave you, or a reason for you to leave him. Alright? Tapi dia nak break tak berani. Okay. So, and next red flag, dia ada problem nak meluahkan perasaan. Biasanya dia sendiri pun tak tahu perasaan dia. Dia nak kat you ke tak nak? Dia pun tak sure. Kan? So, dia tak boleh nak meluahkan perasaan dia. And then next red flag adalah he avoids conflicts, or dia shut down the conversation. Dia avoid perbincangan yang serius, sama ada nak kahwin ke tak, tak masuk Minang, atau cakap tak apalah, nantilah I kumpul duit dulu, kan, nantilah I jumpa bapak you. Last tak jumpa dah bertahun. And dia next red flag, he dismiss you, macam I sebut tadi lah. Dia dismiss you, apa benda yang you nak cakap, you nak luahkan perasaan you kat dia, tapi dia cakap no, that's not important, don't worry about it, macam tu. Alright, so next red flag is he avoids affection of his intimacy. Yeah? You nak manja-manja dengan dia, tapi dia macam taklah, tapi dia nak bersama, nak meluangkan masa dengan you, tapi he's there but not there, you're not connected. And then he next red flag adalah dia tak update, I think I already mentioned, dia tak update relationship status dalam social media, masih single, he's still waiting for an opportunity, he's still waiting for something better to come along. Literally, that's it. That's why men can go on for years. Okay, men can go on for years or for this, okay. And dia boleh tukar emosi dia. He's very moody lah, the mood swing. This is the next red flag. He has very moody, as in tiba-tiba je emosi dia boleh berubah. So emotionally unavailable, tapi at the same time dia berubah-ubah macam lalang. Kan? Kejap dia okay, kejap tak, kejap happy, kejap tak. And this could be another issue. Alright. And he talks about he avoids talking about deep or difficult topics. Seperti pakai as for example, um, pasal okay, nikah or kahwin and jumpa parents, kan, serious relationship conversation. He won't commit to that conversation. He won't even discuss it. Alright. And these are difficult topics because dia sendiri pun tak tahu, and dia tak nak kehilangan you, tapi dia tak nak kat you. It's here or there, unavailable, available but not, kan? Macam like a ghost. And biasanya next red flag, he evades questions about the future. Bila you tanya where are we going with this relationship, kan? Nak kahwin ke, kita nak berkawan-kawan je ke, teman tapi mesra ke, TTM ke? You think I don't know about that? Huh? Alright, so yep. My friends from Indonesia is agreeing. TTM, bahaya. TTM, like that song. Yeah, exactly like that song. Teman tapi mesra. Yeah, listen to that. How anxious ridden that, how much anxiety it can cause to a relationship. Okay, listen to that song. Teman tapi mesra. It's not Rosa. It's, who is it? I can't remember. Okay, Teman tapi mesra. It's an Indonesian. I think it's a duo. Or is it a band? Anywho, yeah, listen to that song. Ada banyak aktiba pada lagu tu. Okay, so and he also refuses to. Okay, tadi he evades questions to talk about the future, and now he evades questions about relationship or you and him as a couple. Dia tak nak bincang because he doesn't want to commit, and he's afraid to commit. He doesn't know where it's going. Dia pun tak tahu. You want something serious, but he won't. He doesn't. Kan? Dia tak sure. Dia pun tak tahu. You nak kahwin, dia tak nak kahwin. Kan? Okay, and bayangan next red flag adalah dia punya view of relationship is unrealistic or sangat fantasy. Macam jiwang-jiwang. This guys usually sangat-sangat charming and sangat-sangat romantic. Bisikan manis dia memang cair. Sure cair. It's a learned skill or it's a natural charm that they have. Kan? Romantic, they feel you're up with romance and whatever Disney fantasy in you, and then you pun terbayang-bayang, and then you pun tertaruh harapan with that kind of fantasy or future, but there is also his view of it lah, kan? And next red flag adalah he is selfish, self-centered or self-absorbed. Mainly pasal dia aja. Dia seorang je yang paling penting. It's all about him. He's the center of the relationship, kan? And as you know, nanti when you dah nikah kahwin nanti, marriage is give and take. It's codependency. It is negotiation. It is discussion through open, honest discussion, and it's not easy. It's a constant effort. So it's tough. It's a man's job, not a boys. Something that boys can do. That's why I say there's a difference between boys or bad boys and man or husband. All right. So the difference is maturity and daring to communicate. All right. We'll discuss that another day. He is also could possibly be hypercritical about certain things. Hypercritical. Possibly there are the issue with whatever politics and whatnot. Hypercritical, evading the talk about relationship. He's just talking about general issues, world issues, mainly that. So you kat mana, kan? Or hypercritical about your parents. Cek pasal dengan your parents, and nitpick lah every little thing about you or your parents, relationship with dengan your parents. Dia nak asingkan dan pisahkan you dengan you and your family unit. Be careful, Um, all right. So another big red flag. If he says this to you, believe him. Okay. If he says to you he's not ready, percayalah cakap dia and move away, move on. He says, "Oh, I'm not ready for marriage." Okay, I believe you. I'll find someone who's ready to get married. Boleh. And you move on. Right? So, and then dia pujuk rayu you. Tak apa, I'll change. It's like, all right, you got 2 months. All right, meet my parents. Bincang. Kalau you serious. Kalau dia berani. Kalau dia ada beran lah. Alright, so kalau dia sendiri cakap, oh, I am afraid of commitment. Habis tu dia dengan you buat apa selama ni? Kan? Kalau dia cakap, oh, he's afraid of commitment. Habis tu selama ni apa dia? Yang duk dating, jahil dating ni. And that is what, if he says he's afraid of commitment, then believe him and you find someone who's not afraid of commitment. Someone ready nak kahwin. Kan? So, it's important to look for someone yang nak kahwin. Kalau you nak kahwin, kan? If you're listening to this listening to me just for fun, you like my scrolling effect apa semua, but ini biasanya bertujuan untuk orang yang nak kahwin. And tujuan orang yang nak ready nak kahwin. Macam mana nak ready nak kahwin is prepare. How to prepare? Guna ilmu dan tindakan yang halal. Kalau tak halal, jangan buat. I pun tak ajar benda yang tak halal. InsyaAllah. Okay. So, itu checklist of emotionally unavailable men. Alright. And I nak bagi you emotionally abusive checklist. Kalau you terasa emotionally abused, kalau you terasa you are emotionally abused, listen up. Itu indikator yang pada diri dia. Okay. Indikator yang red flags yang ada pada diri dia. Tapi kalau ini terdetik dalam hati you terasa macam ni adalah fikiran you dan benda ni bermain di dalam fikiran you, dalam hati you. It's possible. I'm not saying you are. Consider. I'm giving you points for you to consider. I'm not saying that you are. Okay. So, if you feel these things, it's possible that this is an emotional abuse. Okay, so sometimes you cannot figure out whether this is a red flag or not in that guy, but your gut feeling, perasaan hati you, naluri you rasa macam something is off, ada benda yang tak kena, kan? Something wrong with this guy or this relationship. And you ni benda yang you fikir, bermain di fikiran you. Okay, things like you fikir you thinking that I don't know whether this where this relationship is going. You thinking to yourself, where is this relationship going? Kan, kejap ada this guy, kejap tak ada. Ni benda yang you terfikir, yang things that you feel, that you think. I don't know whether I'm coming or going in this relationship. Where is this relationship going? That is yang you terfikir. This is a red flag yang you sedar. Okay, terdetik di hati you. And next red flag is you rasa, I don't really know him. I mean, when it comes to knowing someone, he's there physically but not emotionally, or benda yang dicakap tu macam betul ke tak betul, you tak kenal isi hati dia. So that's why it's important to know what you want, satu, and to have the courage to ask what you want. I've made several videos about soalan ta'aruf, which are several pages. Soalan ta'aruf, which is many questions, things like your marriage and spouse, such as what are your expectations and view of marriage, and conflicts, how do you handle conflicts, how do you manage your anger, religion, how often would you call yourself a practicing Muslim, and feelings, would you call yourself a romantic, how do you express your anger, medical status, and character. How were you raised? What were the relationship with your parents? How were your relationship? Was your father and your mother? How was their relationship like? Can that is an indicator of how he models marriage. Yeah, and are you a risk taker? How about your career and family? Benda ni kena tanya. Kalau tidak kan cakap, oh tak kenal lah. So nak kenal tanyalah, macam pergi interview kerja. You're being asked so many questions. Tell me about yourself. This kind of things. How do you see yourself in 5 years? More or less the same, but this is more on a spiritual level, more on the emotional level, and more on family planning level, financial planning level, children, in-laws. Yeah, kalau you pergi kerja, interview kerja, dia tak tanya pasal in-law. And friends, what sort of friends do you have? Kalau friends dia gila-gila, then maybe dia pun gila-gila. So interests and hobbies, these kind of things. Okay, I've made extensive videos on that. Please check. Ta'aruf, nak kenalkan diri. And it's also important for you to be able to answer these questions yang you nak tanya. You also need to know what you want, and for you to be able to be known, you need to know what you want. Kan? And I'm sure you heard, tak kenal maka tak cinta. So you nak orang tu cinta you, you kenalah memperkenalkan diri you dekat orang tu. Alright? So it's important for you to ask these questions to yourself, know what you want, and then memperkenalkan diri you of what you want to the other person. Okay? And then the other person pun, you ask him these questions, you nak kenal isi hati dia. Because this is not just your marriage, this is also your pathway, one of your pathway to Jannah. Kan? It's important. Your marriage is a strong proponent to lead you to Jannah. Okay? So it's not just you and the guy. No, it's not just you and the guy. It's your Jannah at stake. It's your whole family relationship is also at stake. What's most at stake is your children. You dah ada amanah dengan anak-anak you, your unborn children, dah ada amanah dari anak-anak you untuk mencari calon suami yang baik. Dah ada. Nabi cakap. Bukan saya cakap. Okay? Alright, so saya sambung. Right? You don't really know him, you rasa. And then next red flag is I don't know where I stand with him. You tak tahu dia punya priority dengan you kat mana. You tak tahu relationship ni kat mana. You tak tahu siapakah you pada dia, kan? Siapakah diriku padamu? That kind of thing. You kejap ada, kejap tak ada. Nak kahwin ke tak nak? Siapa perempuan tu? Kan? Pernah tak terdetik? Alright, so you rasa next red flag adalah you rasa not appreciated. Macam you are trying to invest in this relationship, getting to know, but you're not being appreciated. Selingan, okay? When I say you're dating, I hope you're not jahil dating. If you are jahil dating and you're feeling this way, please consider moving on. Kan? Please consider moving on and make sure you start from now. Since you dah tahu ta'aruf halal itu apa, you start doing the halal things. Masalahnya, you tak sedar yang you tengah buat salah. I know, I've been there. Sebelum I have ilmu ta'aruf halal ni, I duk buat jahil dating. Sebab I tak tahu, I duk follow all the, Western Hollywood style of cari jodoh, which I thought that was the way. Kan? You follow Hollywood, you become like Hollywood lah. Whatever dramatic breakup, fantasy stuff. Okay? I've made those mistakes. Talking to my Australian friends so much. Mistakes. I've made those mistakes. I dah buat kesilapan tu, and then I nak you elakkan kesilapan tu from my own mistake, my client punya own mistake, daripada nak you transform jadi pada non halal to halal punya relationship. Okay, so I'm sharing all this. If you're in that relationship, you dah tahu what is right and what is wrong. So decide on doing what is right. Okay? Decide and commit to do what is right. Okay? Otherwise, you still be in this anxiety. You still be in this porak-poranda, emosi yang porak-poranda. All right. And next red flag is you feel that you're not important in his life. You rasa in his life you are not important. Like siapakah diri? Same, more or less the same. Not appreciated, not important, and you rasa you are never on his mind. Kan? Katakan contoh, you dah cakap, jom lah bincang pasal kahwin. Tapi dia tak nak, dia tak fikir pun. He has not considered it at all. Okay. Next red flag is he brings out the worst in you. Yep. Some relationship just brings out the worst in you. Somehow they can find a way. I'm talking about my old relationship dulu, Zahil dating, and it's like somehow this woman can just piss me off for some reason and every reason. Some reason, every reason, all the reason, but just bring out the worst in you. And you, jiwa you bergolak-golak and porak-poranda, hati you porak-poranda. All right. Okay, these are red flags that is within you. You know, something is wrong with this relationship. Yeah, clearly. All right. So, this is a big one. Next red flag is you are in a constant state of anxiety. I say nervous, macam you rasa nervous thinking about this relationship. You rasa nervous. Benda ni tak ke mana, kan? Anxiety, nervous, macam anxious je. What is this relationship about? Where am I? Who am I to you? This is your feeling, your feeling, your gut feeling. You rasa macam sometimes your emotions can be translated into physical emotions, physical symptom as in you are say demam, you are say constipated, and you are say IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, physical manifestation of emotionally illicit illness. Yeah, emotionally illicit illness from emotional instability. Alright, because of emotion yang berporak-poranda menjadi manifested, dia terjadi dalam fizikal, kan? Kalau you patah hati, putus hati, you rasa lembik, lemah, and it's not just emotion. Your emotion affects your physical well-being. Okay. All right. So if this is happening to you, be aware. Try to realize, write it down. I feel like this. Why am I feeling like this? Tulis. Helping is good. Journaling is very healthy. Okay. There are pros and cons to journaling. Pros and cons to journaling. One, it helps you clarify your thoughts and feelings. Cons, it could validate and put you into further put you in a dark state, put you in a spiral. Okay. And you need to be careful whether it's making you better or worse. Okay. It's just a method. It might not be for you. It could work for other people, but not for you. So be careful. All right. Okay. Next red flag. You rasa tertipu, kan? Diperbodohkan. You rasa macam I feel manipulated. I feel fooled. Like what I shared from my friend punya Facebook page malam. This girl yang dia terjatuh hati dengan kawan dia, kan, family friend's son tu. Dia dah hilang kegarisan dia dengan that guy, and then that guy dia pun demam, sakit. Dia jatuh sakit for whatever reason. Possibly it was an emotionally illicit illness. Tapi masa dia tengah sakit tu, that guy nak masuk line dengan kakak dia pula. Sorry, Cuk. I'll change your diaper, okay? Half an hour. 15 minutes. Okay, bye. All right, diaper changing time in 15 minutes. All right, so okay, next red flags. Children are so distracting in a cute way. My kids, most kids are distracting in a cute way. Okay, so next next red flag is you rasa your self-esteem terciduk. Is that the word? Self-esteem you menjunam, kan, terciduk or terlanggar dinding or terciduk. Your self-esteem rasa sebab you anxious and then you rasa macam asyik tak tak berani nak buat, tak berani nak fikir, takut nak fikir, self-esteem you rasa self-confidence you macam dah merudum. Alright, so that's another your own red flag if you notice this in yourself. Okay. Next red flag adalah you tiba-tiba jadi seorang yang jealous or suspicious. Macam, oh, siapa perempuan tu? Siapa? You cakap siapa? Tiba-tiba je, biasanya you tak jealous, kan? Because you dah anxious, because self-esteem dah merudum, tiba-tiba you jadi seorang yang jealous. Biasanya you tak jealous or suspicious. Biasanya you tak. But because of all this thing added up, kan, anxiety and rasa manipulated and fooled, it makes you into a different person. It makes you jadi seorang, brings out the worst in you. Alright, brings out the worst in you. Okay, boleh? Alright, so next red flag, I hope you're writing this down. Right, is you rasa so preoccupied with him and the relationship. You rasa macam asyik fikir pasal dia je. What's wrong with this relationship? Asyik fikir pasal dia, but not in a very healthy or positively affectionate way. Kan? Masih fikir pasal dia, pasal what am I doing wrong? Maybe it's me. Aku ni salah, kan? Generally, women, I don't have the statistics. Women generally blame themselves. Women generally blame themselves, and narcissists usually blame other people. And usually narcissists do this, gaslighting. Gaslighting tu macam dia bakar you. Kau nak, ni salah you yang terbakar, kan? Tapi dia yang duduk cucuk api kat bawah you. So, gaslighting. Gaslight. Dan you pun terbakar. You asyik terfikir, preoccupied, kepala you macam, what's wrong with him? Or what's wrong with me? Asyik fikir pasal dia. And the relationship is, how can I grow this relationship? It's not going anywhere. Kan? And you rasa macam, jiwa you jadi gusar. Kan? Ni jiwa rasa gelora, but not in a exciting way. Jiwa rasa gelora. Alright, so it's a very heavy, talking about this is very heavy, just very heavy. It's just so heavy, and because I deal with this a lot every day, and I sedih that this is happening to so many people, men and women, and please forgive me for trying to inject some levity or funness into this. Okay, try to cheer you up, cannot all right. Okay, and try to show off my suara Piramli. Alright, kalau jadi. Piramli konon. Alright, so next red flag adalah you get nothing from him if you didn't push for it. Katakan you cakap, jom bincang pasal tunang or kahwin, kan? Jom bincang. Tapi you kena push. Jomlah bincang pasal kahwin. Dia still macam blank. Pada dia benda tu tak penting. Or benda tu in the future dia tak nak bincang. It's too deep or difficult for him. You have to push. He's not there. He's just not there for you. So those are the red flags, okay? And a few more red flags adalah you seorang je yang nak bring up topik yang penting, ya. You seorang je yang macam jomlah bincang. Tapi dia tak nak, he won't bring it up. Dia masih mengelak. Dia mengelak dan liat. Mengelak dan sangat liat lah. Dia liat sangat lah. Jom bincang pasal kahwin, contoh, kan. Cakap, ni perhubungan kita, contoh, you tanya dia, what is our relationship going? Lepas tu dia mangli is not the word. Bang Li pekat sangat. Bang Li, lihat macam tak payahlah, jom pergi tengok wayang. Kan? Nantilah fikir, malah nak fikir kan. It's just excusing and dismissive and mengelak perbincangan yang penting. You je yang nak, you're the only one in the relationship yang sanggup, berani, ingin bincang pasal perkara yang serius. Seperti, where is this relationship going? Hubungan kita ni ke mana? Nak kahwin ke tak? Nak tunang ke tak? You nak jumpa my parents ke tak? Kan? Okay, kalau dia cakap tak cukup duit, then how much is enough? What is enough? Jomlah bincang kan. Maybe it's not too much. Maybe we can work it out together. We plan together. Tapi dia tak nak bincang. Dia tak nak. Dia mengelak. Dia lihat. Okay? And next red flag adalah basically you seorang je lah yang nak bincang pasal the future. Alright? And dan one of the things yang you anxious ni adalah you rasa dia boleh tinggalkan you bila-bila je. Dia boleh belah bila-bila. Anytime. He can abandon you at any minute, any time, for any reason. Cari pasal, whatever. Kan? Benda besar, benda kecil, he can abandon you anytime. One of the things that worries you, yang make you anxious, is dia boleh tinggalkan you at any time. You feel macam tu. Okay? So, these are signs that you are being basically emotionally abused, okay, in some way, whether he is doing it on purpose or not, but this is happening to you, and you are letting this happen to you. I'm sharing this because I don't want this to happen to you, and because I hear this so much every day, several WhatsApp messages all the time. Sedih. I'm so sad. And kita perlu menentang kezaliman. Kalau tak boleh menentang kezaliman dengan tangan, kita tentang kezaliman dengan mulut. Tak boleh tentang kezaliman dengan mulut, kita tentang kezaliman dengan hati. Tapi paling susah kalau you zalim dengan diri you sendiri. You biarkan ini berlaku pada diri you. Okay? Forgive me for being straightforward, but this is happening to practically almost everyone that message me. Asyik tertindas, ditindas, dizalimi, dan biar diri dizalimi. So, you're letting this happen. You can try to move on, but you don't dare to. Sebab you takut, siapa lagi lah yang nak kat aku ni, kan? Aku dah lama tak mencukupi, dia seorang je yang nak kat aku. You rasa macam tu. You yang rasa macam tu. Kan? Perasaan you. Sebab he has, either you memang dah self-esteem dah macam tu, or he has made your self-esteem macam tu, so he can control you. Okay? Alright? So, I'm just saying it as it is. I'm trying to empower you by making you realize first where you are, what is being done to you, and what you're doing to yourself. You're menzalimi diri sendiri. Please stop. I know it's easy to say, please stop, but it takes courage to be brave with yourself. And okay, cerita banyak tukang cari jodoh. Just put a jantan in front of me, cannot. No, that's not how it works. If you are not happy, you cannot respect yourself, I cannot put you in front of another person who loves and respects himself. He would want someone who loves and respects herself. Happy people attract happy people. Happy people will want a happy person. Like attracts like. Okay, misery loves company. And I certainly do not want to match miserable people. Sorry, I can't bear myself to do it. if it doesn't seem ethical at all. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm miserable, Zuri, I'm miserable. Boleh tak cari lelaki yang miserable untuk I? That is just plain wrong. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, no, unethical. Okay, so I want you to be happy. I want you to stop menzalimi diri sendiri. Be happy. Kuatkan hubungan you dengan Allah. And I pun nak calonkan dan sekufukan dan padankan you dengan seorang yang cinta Allah, yang confident dan happy. Okay? Happy woman, happy man, good woman, marry. Good man or for good woman. Good woman or for good man. Right? But you need to be good to yourself. Please. Don't menzalimi diri sendiri. Jangan biar dirimu. Jangan biarkan diri you dizalimi. Okay? Alright. So if you want me to just put, can you just put a straight single guy in front of me? It's not that simple. I have standards. I marry quality people. I jodohkan, pertemukan quality people. It's not just macam, okay, kau ingat ni lelaki ni perempuan, okay dah, pergi kahwin, kan? You ingat I ni pembiak kucing ke? No, I bukan pembiak kucing. I am not a cat breeder. Alright. So why? Because my vision is untuk you menzahirkan generasi yang soleh dan solehah, yang berdoakan jannah mak bapak mereka, which is you, kan? Dengan mereka dijodohkan dengan ta'aruf yang halal. That's the vision. Kalau I pembiak kucing, sure, I can just put you in a room in a hall, put up a lunch meeting ke apa ke, like, okay, dah pergi main jauh-jauh. Oh, quick easy money. No. My vision for myself, for you, for the umat is much bigger. Okay, untuk you menzahirkan generasi yang soleh dan solehah. Yeah? You and my children too lah, insyaAllah. And also, it might be, mana tahu kita berbesan someday, kan? And you you ta'aruf dengan cara yang baik, yang ta'aruf yang halal, and then you ada anak-anak yang soleh dan solehah, anak-anak apa, insyaAllah soleh dan solehah. We might be berbesan someday, who knows, kan? Alright, so a few more red flags, okay, of possible emotional abuse is red flag. You rasa you're always the last on his priorities. Dia tak fikir kat you last, kan? You last, kan? Dia pergi holiday dengan family dia, pergi holiday dengan kawan dia, you macam dia tak beritahu pun dia nak menghilangkan diri. Alright. And you sentiasa kena compete for his attention. That's another one. Sentiasa compete for his attention. And but and then at the same time, the last red flag I can share is you punya gut feeling, you rasa you kena move on. Benda ni tak boleh berlaku lagi. Tapi you tak move on. Your gut feeling telling you to move on. Your gut feeling telling you ni tak boleh berlaku lagi. Whatever you call it. Dizalimi ke, emotional abuse ke, tipah tertipu ke. But you have to move on. This is your gut feeling. But you just can't seem to do it. You're just stuck. You being blackmailed or emotionally blackmailed, or you kesian, you tak nak dia sedih, sebab you tinggalkan dia. Okay, listen, very important. Paling penting hubungan adalah dengan you dengan Allah, kan? Allah tak nak you dizalimi, kan? Mamat ni menzalimi you, betul tak? Should you stay? And how long can you go on like this as life passes you by? Kan? Berapa lama lagi you sanggup biar diri you dizalimi? And how long, and how do you feel your love is not enough for him, and somehow you masih dizalimi? And ask yourself, why are you making such a poor choice? And why are you making such a poor choice? Is it that if you tak mencukupi, tak ada orang lain lagi nak kat you, right? I'm sorry to make you sad, but when you face the truth, truth is the way. And the truth is, you kuatkan diri dengan hubungan dengan Allah dulu. Allah will strengthen you. Okay? Hormati diri you dengan mencintai Allah. Okay? So maybe it's time for you to cut your losses and move on. No more of this drama. Boleh? Alright. So, right? So what if you ada lagi ilmu red flags? I nak sambung lagi. I have a few more checklists for you to go, for you to be aware, for you to menguatkan confidence you, for you to get out of this rut, get out of the mud, kan? And okay, boleh? Boleh? Alright. So WhatsApp to me your homework and your list of red flags in past relationship, or maybe right now you're in a relationship yang relationship yang zalim. Menzalimi diri you sendiri. Okay? I'm not laughing. I'm exasperating. I'm sad. This is my self-defense mechanism is by laughing at myself. And this is not laughing. This is exasperation. Kan macam tak boleh lagi. No? Okay? It's like that. It's bukan macam haha gelak kat you. Tak. Exasperation. I think that's the word. Alright? Okay, boleh. This is, send it to me. Kalau if you're comfortable, because it's a very hard thing to do. Okay, and nak bagi contoh, few months back, one of the listener, she said that she is dating for 2 years suami orang. Okay, and then she wants to leave. She knows she wants to leave the relationship. Tapi dia takut because that guy is strong and violent and physically abusive. And dia cakap dia nak tinggal, dia nak break. She told the guy. And then the guy cakap, oh, kau nak lari mana? Scary tak? Scary tu. So, please realize if you are in this crappy situation, if you are, there are ways to go about it. It will take courage. But you can start it easy by strengthening your love for Allah, and Allah will protect you, inshallah. Okay, right? That's point one. Main thing, Allah is your first and greatest love. The greatest love is from Allah. Okay, alright, boleh. Allah dulu, jantan second, perempuan secondary, maybe not even secondary pun. Allah, Rasul, mak, bapak, then the rest. Okay, alright. So the category of people what you need to prioritize in serving. Allah dahulu, Rasulullah, cinta dengan Allah, cinta dengan Rasul, cinta mak, bapak, and then the rest. Okay, it's not even Allah, Rasul, mak, bapak, laki hubungan dengan manusia, hubungan selain pada mak bapak dengan manusia ni 7th. Okay, bawah sekali. Alright, so remember that order, the order of love. The order of love. That's a nice title. The order of love. Allah, Rasul, Rasulullah, and then mak, bapak. Maybe, and then yourself. Then lagi Allah, Rasul, Rasulullah, mak, bapak, you, cinta diri, and then baru laki, hubungan dengan romantic relationship. Ke-8. It's not number 1. Okay, alright, it's not number 1. Number 1 is Allah dulu. You dengan laki tu, you dengan perempuan ke, and kau dengan perempuan tu ke, tu ke-8. That's not primary. Alright, okay, so I will see you sambung lagi esok malam sebab banyak lagi checklist. Alright, supaya you elakkan bahana-bahana bahaya ni. Alright, so thank you. If you need me to do this in full English, I see a lot of several brothers from are you in Saudi, Jordan? Not sure, But I can't do this in Arabic. أنا ما بعرف عربي. Okay, so I can do this in full English, inshallah. But let me know if you want me to do this in full English. You know me, brother. Okay. All right. So, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow night. And as usual, kita doa sebelum undur diri. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, aku minta pasangan yang menjadi menantu yang baik kepada ibu bapaku, yang disayangimu untuk mendapat keredaan-Mu, berganding bahu bersama ke jannah-Mu, ya Allah. Amin. Amin. Type amin. Kita aminkan sama sendiri. See you tomorrow night. Ingat, cinta diri, cinta mari. Bye. Assalamualaikum.